What's going on, you guys? This is Ryan from ModFix here, and today we are taking a look at the WWE Jakks Pacific Hell in the Cell for the real scale ring. So this is not for a spring ring, this is for technically the elite scale ring, and we're going to take a look at a lot of different aspects like the ring itself, the cage, the scale compared to Mattel figures, and whatnot. So let's start. The first thing I want to specify is that you're not going to find this at retail unless you're extremely lucky, because this is a very old set from the Jakks days of WWE. Mattel has yet, by the filming of this video, released a Hell in the Cell for the authentic scale ring. So I found one on eBay for about $150, which I think is extremely fair considering I also got the ring as well as a couple extra ring skirts. And I gotta say, overall, well, actually I'm gonna save my thoughts until we review this thing. So let's take a look at the ring first. So obviously you can't really play with the ring unless you open up the tabs. So there are some tabs here that you just kind of pop open. There's one here, and then there's one here. And now you're also gonna wanna disconnect the one at the top that connects this ceiling. It's kind of hard doing this with one hand, but oh god, there we go. So we're gonna open that up. So that's just completely opened up and it falls. And as you can see, when you do that, the ring does tend to, or the cell does tend to sink low a little bit. So this is a raw ring, which, you know, is pretty decent. I do like these rings a little bit better than the Mattel ones. You have a little bit of extra padding here on the mat. The ropes are really loose. Maybe that's just because I got my custom ropes from ringside, so I'm used to the ropes not being so loose. Yet again, this is also a fairly old ring, so I'm not really expecting anything great. Taking a look really quickly at the turnbuckles, those are the turnbuckles. They have the WWE logo on it, the old scratch logo, which is awesome. You got red ropes, pretty cool. I don't ever think, has there ever been a Hell in the Cell on Raw? I know there's been steel cage, but I'm not sure about the Hell in the Cell. And then you have the ring skirt, and it is all connected with one piece with the ring mat, unlike the Mattel versions, which is just the ring mat and then the skirt. And basically, the cell just connects with this little piece. It's hard to explain, but basically the bottom piece that connects the little turnbuckle to the ground, you just pop in that little thing, and that should be it. I keep saying little, but whatever. And then you got this corner piece that holds it steady that leads all the way up to the top of the cell. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do right now is let me get some figures, and I will show you basically the scale to the ring, to the cell and whatnot, so we'll do that right now. Here we have Xavier Woods as scale, so he's around Daniel Bryan's height, so compared to the ring, it's pretty good. If you stand them up, it does look like the roof should be maybe a little bit higher. Let's stand them up. Does look like the roof maybe needs to be just a little bit higher. I'm not really sure. And then let's see, down to the side. But I think what we're gonna do is, there's the scale once again if he's, you know, entering the cage. I think we'll pop on this side right here and then give him another comparison. So here we're gonna do the side with the door in it because I want to compare him with the door as well. I think the door might be a little bit too big, so if we're just gonna simulate him like opening the door, which does have a little tab, he does look like a little bit too small. The door is a little bit too big for Xavier, so we'll close that back up. Once again, that just tabs in really easily. That's cool. As for the plastic itself, it is a little bit flimsy, but it can take damage. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. And then compared to the side of the cage, let's see if we can get a full shot. That's what it is. It's pretty authentic, especially, you know, if he's climbing or something. And then we can move on over to the top of the cage itself, and we'll lay him down, get a full shot of the cage. It's really big, which I think you can tell. It's taking up my whole entire table. I was scared it wasn't going to work. But the top of the cage itself also pretty sturdy when you have the sides connected. So if you're playing in the ring, you can take off this side of the cell. But if you're playing on top of it, you're definitely going to want it connected because it is supporting the top of the cage. So with this off, the cell is going to droop in and probably break while you're using it. So like I said, in the ring, keep the side off. Outside the ring, put it back on if you're going to fight on top of the cell. And the top of the cell itself has two different play features. So the first one is a little tab here that you flip off, and I guess this is to simulate Mankind falling off the cell through the announcer table. So if you got a setup, that's going to work. And like I said, it's just a little bit of a tab there. And then you have a centerpiece here that has some pegs that just pop in. And then you have another play feature right here, which of course is the signature cell breaking. So I'm very sorry, Xavier Woods, but we are going to have to put you through the cell like now. And of course it doesn't work. We'll try this again. There he goes. I like how this cell shakes like it does whenever someone falls through it. There's Xavier on the ground, probably crying. So how does this work? Well, you have this little tab thing here, and it just connects like that. Well, actually, we'll need to take this off, and we'll need to get this part of the cell up. So basically what you do is you just connect this little tab piece right here. Now that's in, and that little thing holds the cage or the breakable part together. And it is pretty, like, I feel like it can break easily. I wish they would have come up with some other method to hold this part, but it's pretty cool. Overall, I really love this cell a lot. It's an awesome playset. If you can find it for a decent price, I suggest you buy it, especially because it doesn't look like anytime soon Mattel is going to be making a Hell in the Cell playset, but with my luck, we'll probably be getting one soon. But thank you guys for watching this review. I should have on the next episode of Mail Call a full unboxing of this, so stay tuned to that. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about this cell, let me know. And as always, stay tuned to the next one.